Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 10 multiplayer. So today's video is sponsored by Apex Hosting. Finally, we got a sponsor. Now, that's a perfect sponsor for us because I've always said that I wouldn't take a sponsor that we wouldn't use. And Apex is literally the hosting company for the server we're in right now. So it makes a lot of sense, right? I will say they have got really good support. The pricing is spot on as well, in my opinion. And you can host it anywhere you want. We're currently in Amsterdam. So, yeah, brilliant. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there. We've got a link if you want to set up your own server. I'll put one of those in the description. It'll also be up on screen right now. So, if you are interested, hosting your own server, there it is. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Over here, we've got... This is what we had previously, basically, except I'm not using modular routers to fill these up. I've got a export bus on the bottom of both of these. I haven't put any acceleration cards in them or anything. I've just left them. I should probably put these two dudes through a converter or something. But I was thinking a tiny little build out here wouldn't do us any harm. And I really like this. I've just started doing this. It all came about because of this over here, funny enough. So this was stained glass. I wanted to see what it looked like if you put stained glass on top of like cables and stuff, and I really like the look of it, so I did it everywhere. So we've got blue, which is going to be my easy villagers area. I'm going to pop that over here. I've got green, which kind of makes sense to be over here, doesn't it? It's for like my farming area. I'm going to do a bit more farms over here eventually. We'll have to do some mystical at some point, won't we? But let's put that off for as long as possible. What else have we got? We've got yellow, which goes over to bees. This is the one I put last episode, I think, where it sort of snakes around and it goes to a bunch of places, right? And yeah, I've been working on bees basically, and I tidied a few things up. So you'll notice over here. Oh, I missed a thingy, did I? I need to put a facade right there. So I've kind of tried to hide them, but not really hide them, if you know what I mean. All of the cables. When they're inside, I want to see where they are. And I really like the look of this. I think it looks cool. And this cable's probably going to change at some point. I want to do an extra... This is why this one's all the way to the side. I want to do another cable that like follows this one round and then wraps around this and goes over to here. And then we don't need this cable right here. We could just have like this room have its own cable. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm getting properly into my cabling right now. Cable management. So as you can see, I did quite a bit over here. Now, Super Factory Manager is ridiculous, right? This is like almost fully automated, I'd say. If not, this is actually fully automated. And it's quite expandable, if you know what I mean. So... if I grab my... There you go. Grab this one out. Interface over there. That is connected to a cable which is just under here. So we've got the inventory cable. The inventory cable basically snakes around underneath all of these over here. And it stops right there. And let me just stick that one back. There we go. So the Super Factory Manager for bees... Actually says bees right there. What it does is it will take... Oh, wow. Do you know what? Should we look at the code? I want to just quickly go over what everything is, right? So we got the bee house, which is all of the advanced oak beehives. We got the scent, which is the powered centrifuge. We've got tank, which is from mechanism. And it's one of these ultimate fluid tanks. Just so you know, if you put a bucket in this, it will give you the bucket of stuff from this, this little bit right here. So that is the tank. Over here, we've got the crafter. And we've got crafter B. And I spelled it B-E-E because this is my second crafter. So it's the B one. But also B. And plus, this is to do with bottles. So when this gets 4 bottles of honey, it will make honey blocks. And when this gets a bucket of honey, it will also make honey blocks. Now, these are connected via a inventory cable that goes underneath right there. So that goes underneath like that. You can see that all of these are connected, all of the bee houses and so on and so on. So there you go. So that is everything. We got a bee house, centrifuge, tank, crafter bee, and interface is over here. So if we actually have a look at my code, I think it's relatively neat. So first thing is input everything except for the productive bees configurable combs or honeycombs. They've got two names. Sometimes it's comb, sometimes it's honeycomb. It's a bit weird. So that's why we've got a little star there. I think I've explained that before, but still. And then also input everything except for the honey bottles. So the comma separated here is basically saying don't put the combs in there or the honey bottles into the interface from the bee house. So it's going to look at one of these. If it is a productive bees configurable comb, it won't go into the interface. And if it is a bottle of honey, it won't go into the interface. So that's that first section right there. It's quite a lot to explain just in that one section, isn't it? It's weird. Anyway, the next one is input anything from the interface into the bee house. Now, I should probably at some point put bottles in here. I think it's just bottle. So I'm actually going to save that. Is that going to work? It looks like it's going to work, isn't it? Let me take these out, for example. I feel like it doesn't want to do it, though, now that I've said that. Okay, let's, what was it? F3H. Glass _ bottle. Why you got to be like this? Why you got to be like this? Glass _ bottle. Done. There you go. Let's put it back in. We take that out. It's going to put it back in. There you go. Cool. That's actually fixed that little bit up because you never know. You could get something in there that could go back into the bee houses, but still. So take from the interface the glass bottles and put them in the bee house. So that's the next one. We've got take all of the configurable honeycombs or combs from the bee houses and put them into the centrifuges. So that's these two, this one and that one. So that's actually really useful. It's been just chugging away at the crystalline honeycomb that we've got, right? So I've been getting quite a bit of quartz. I think we're doing all right on quartz now. Yeah, over 1,000 quartz. Whereas we barely had 100 before. That's pretty decent. So see what I'm doing here, by the way? I'm breaking this down into tiny little bits. This is a really good way of like doing a lot of stuff. Like doing something big, you break it down. So this is just how I work, I guess. So the next thing is input anything from the centrifuge back into the interface. So when it's done with a comb, do I have any combs? A few combs here. This is a blaze comb. So when this is, so this is just gonna, it's quite slow, isn't it? Why does it look like it's really slow and then it's not slow? It's odd. Anyway, yeah. So it's going to take anything from here and it's going to just chuck it straight into the ME interface right here. So that was this one. And when you don't specify, it always thinks of items, I believe. You could, and get it, believe. Sorry. It could be, that could be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong, because that's my assumption that it's always talking about items. Oh, there's loads to this. Jeez. Right. So the next one is grab all of the fluid from the centrifuge. So when you do a thing right here, you'll see that, there you go. We get 100 millibuckets of honey right there, and it's gone. Because, where is it? Fluid. So all of the fluid, so all of the honey in this case, is going straight into the tank. Now, remember, mechanism. For mechanism, you have to specify the side, because it's weird about that. It's a bit sided when it comes to that. You could say any side, and it will be fine, but you have to say a side. It's just odd. So I've just said top side, because why not? So that is basically taking all of the honey, like this stuff, you just saw it, it's gone now, but taking all the honey out of here and popping it into this ultimate fluid tank. So you can see it says 400 right now. That'll go up to 500 right now. There you go, because that's finished over there. So, the next part of this is we're going to take any bucket we have from the crafter and put it into the tank. So, this bucket over here, this crafter, this is crafter B. So, when we get some honey, when we get this up to... Okay, it's about to do it. Missed. Go on. There you go. See that? So, it did that craft. It put the honey bucket in here. The bucket of honey, basically. Put it in here. Turned it into a honey block. And then we've got... Wow, the bucket went back over to the tank over here. So, if we were getting like loads and loads and loads of honey in at the same time, we could utilize both of these buckets, basically. I drained my entire system of honey and put it in here, and 2 buckets was like pretty quick. But basically, what's happening over here, there's several steps to this, so let's just go through it just for the crafter, and then we'll talk about crafter B in a sec. So these ones here are what we're looking at. I could probably move these around a little bit so it's easier to think of, but basically, input any productive bees honey buckets from the tank. So from the tank that we've got. So we take any of those buckets and we put them into the crafter. And then the crafter will craft that up into a honey block and a bucket. Then this thing up here will be like, oh, you got a bucket, have you? I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it back in the tank. Does that make sense? And then I've got another one right here, which is basically saying, if you've got a honey block, give me the honey block and I will put it into the interface. So that's how that sort of works. I hope that makes sense to everyone. With these 3 right here, you can do like a bunch of stuff. That is basically the taking the honey bucket from the tank, putting it in the crafter. The crafter makes a honey block and a bucket. And the bucket, you know what? I should definitely I'm just going to take this. So I cut that right there and I'm going to paste it underneath because I think it deserves to be under there. In fact, I'm going to cut that. I'm going to put that underneath. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, why can I not control Z that? That's annoying. Okay. There we go. Good. There you go. So this makes more sense in my opinion. So you got the bucket of honey is taken from the tank. It's put in the crafter. The bucket that is produced gets put back in the tank. The honey block gets put in the interface. So this is just a way of converting all of the honey that we get, the liquid honey from productive bees, into honey blocks, and we're storing the honey blocks. It's just easier, in my opinion. The other thing is honey bottles. I have a second crafter, and what that does is it takes any of the honey bottles it gets. You know what? Done. Invalid program. No, of course it is. What did I mess up? I got that right there, haven't I? I didn't mean to do that. There you go. Perfect. So, yeah. This thing over here, if you put 4 bottles of honey in here, it will make a block of honey, and it will also give you the 4 bottles back. So what we're doing over here, the last thing in the list is we're taking everything that isn't a honey bottle from the crafter B and putting it into the interface. So taking all the honey bottles from the bee house, putting it into the crafter B, and then crafter B is being taken from everything that isn't a honey bottle and put into the interface. So there you go. That is such a convoluted way of just showing you how this all works. But there's quite a lot to this. And you know what? I might actually set up an area on the Discord where I can copy and paste all of this, because I think this is decent code. I'm sure you guys, every time I show Super Factory Manager, someone always has like a few minor tweaks that make it like a billion times better. So if you guys have any, like, anything that you think would make this better, then either let me know in the comments or let me know on the Discord. So yeah. But I'm going to copy this. I'm going to pop it on the Discord somewhere, and you guys can rip it apart if you want. But I quite like it. I think I did all right there. So yeah, there you go. The other thing I did between episodes is I started using this thing called a mod storage bus. Now what you do is you type the name of the mod in, and anything that is from that mod will get stored preferentially into the mod storage bus, if you know what I mean. So in this case right here, we put productive bees. This one doesn't have anything in it, but this one over here does. I don't know why it's picked this one, but it has. So yeah, you still have to, it still abides by the priority system. So I've set this to 9,000 because our priority over here for the draw system is actually 9,001. So it's over 9,000. There you go. So it will try and go here first. So that's why we've got, like, you know, a bunch of honey blocks right here. And if it can't go there, and it's from productive bees, it will go into these barrels. So obviously, oh, for some reason, we've got a bit of wax in there. That must have been when I was testing. But yeah, there we go. Now, I might make a honey treat drawer, but I will reorganize my drawers at some point. I'm going to pop those there. There we go. But you can see we've got these blaze bee combs when we went into the wow, what's it called? The bumble zone. Yeah. So I've just been chucking these in here. And it's really good because it shows, well, we can see right now. Are you going to make me a lot? No, there it is. Yeah, there's the honey coming in from those combs. Pretty cool, right? I think we're doing all right here. Now, we need to do more bees, right? Otherwise, what's the point? I might also get a couple more bits of cable. And then maybe around this over here, we could have like a few more of the centrifuges. And we just like sink them into the floor, maybe. And yeah, if we do sink them into the floor, we could do with not using these gates as well, apparently. Apparently we need to use something else. That's what I wanted to do today, actually, was applied flux. But I think I'm getting into my bees today. So let's do some bees. So I think the plan is I need to just figure out which bees I would like. Now, top of priority for me is probably an iron bee because we're proper out of iron. Although I say that, how much? We got a load of iron that we just haven't smelted up. So maybe that's not a priority right now. We got a load of all the modium recently, didn't we? All the modium. Ah, you know what we could do with? An ancient bee. Diamonds are also kind of a pain, but I've been mining for them, and they're, like, quite abundant in the mining dimension. But we could always do with a diamond bee, couldn't we? So we could do something about a diamond bee. I like that. So we do diamond, ancient, maybe the all the modium bees as well. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, I like that idea. So, but we've only got 10 slots available right now. Right, time for us to make some bee houses or bee nests. Let's start with making some. How have I not got that auto crafted yet? Okay, fine. Thank you. And then we can use this just like that to get ourselves the. Did it not use the sword? Or am I dreaming a little bit? I feel like it didn't use the sword. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. So, why does it always rain on this server? It's insane the amount of times it rains. It's like being in the UK on the server at all times. Right, next one, using an iron. There you go. So it didn't use the sword. It just had another sword in the system. Yeah, we have to do that one. And then I think the rest use a wooden sword. So I'm not using my stick right there. My good stick. It's not a stick, it's a rod. Good old rod right here. This was given to me by Dazza on the server. I kind of want to go find someone. Wait. TP Thor. Hello, Thor. Okay, he can't hear me. Guess what, Thor? Eh. Oh, that gets me every time. It's got knockback. 255 on it. Love it. I feel bad now. Should I didn't make him crash, did I? He's looking at me like I've done something really bad to him. Oh. Oh, he can't even hit me because I'm in God mode. Or I'm in a mode where, like, no one else can hit me. Shift X. There you go. Love it. Sorry about that. Right, /home. I think he's wearing some refined obsidian as well. That might be a good idea for our next upgrade. Oh, has he inspired me to make some refined obsidian? I think he has, you know. Okay, well, let me get a couple of these flipping wooden swords. Ah, fine. We'll do refined obsidian now. So we need osmium compressor, which is just like this. Easy enough right there. And the nice thing is it's right next to this, so we can just slap it in. Easy peasy. So that's being made right there. So let's get 2 buckets. And right now, you can see it's going to have to go off and make all of the flipping carbon. I do need to put some acceleration cards in over here because it takes so long to pick these back up for some reason. I need to put acceleration in all of these. Just needs a little bit of power. We can stick it there for now. We don't even need to just stick a gate on it. I know that I should be not using these gates anymore because they do cause a bit of lag. A lot of lag, by the way. It's like it took up 5% of the server just using these gates. Not just my gates, everyone's gates, right? But they took up exactly 5% on the server of the processing power. So, yeah, we don't want that. So we take some osmium. And I forget how many we need. We will make new shoes anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the amount of refined obsidian we're going to need. So we're going to stick that in like that. Refined obsidian. 23, because we've already got... Okay, it's going to make us 24 anyway. You might have noticed that I got rid of the extra machines that were over here. It just made everything a bit more complicated, so I got rid of them. We can always place them down somewhere else. There we go. So that should make things a little bit better. And there we go. Find obsidian. Lovely. Now this has got a horrible sound from what I remember. It's not that loud though, is it? Ooh, whilst we're at it, I just thought of something. Let's make another refined obsidian. Refined obsidian dust. Always makes 8, so it doesn't matter. But let's make a sword as well. Oh yeah, I didn't think it would do that. Osmium. There's 2 more of these. And that should be everything. For some reason, it doesn't always use the stuff that it's got. But there we go. I'm going to make a sword. I'm going to make... You know what? Let's do this first. There we go. This has got ridiculous armor. So if we look at this compared to netherite. 8 armor, 3 armor toughness, plus 10% knockback resistance. 12 armor. 5 armor toughness, 20% knockback resistance. So it's like really good in comparison. Like even the helmet is going to be better. So we look at that 6, 5, 20%, 3, 3, 10%. So even better. Now I will rip all the enchants off this. I think probably a good idea. And goodbye, free runners. We love you, but it's going to be annoying that we don't get the step assist anymore. Is there an enchantment that gives us step assist? Because I would totally use that. But there we go. We need to... I'll get those off there later. Stick. There we go. So we're replacing that. So, osmium sword is 1.6 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed, 8 attack damage, and then 3 entity interaction range. Whereas this is the same, except it's got 12 attack damage, so plus 4. So numbers go up. We finally got some better armor. It's kind of clipping through the boot though. But we actually look like we're serious now. We are serious. Right, back to what we were doing. Let's we not got any oh, okay, it's coarse dirt. Fair enough. So that is the next nest that we need. And then we've already got the end stone one because that one requires a iron sword. We needed a dark oak one. And I think that's for the blue banded. Yeah, or a cherry or an acacia. But I think we had some dark oak around here. Or I grew some. There you go, that was easy enough. Do you only get that amount? I thought you got more than that, but meh, all good. Why are you not letting me put gravel in the system? Did I literally fill up everything over here? I probably did with wool, right? Are you jammed? Yep. Okay. That's good that we saw that as soon as it happened. Right, we need to get some of this blue wool, and we'll put that in a drawer. Got to do that with gold as well. So gold is now going to go up. We had 21,000. So that needs to go in there. Cool. All right. Well, that's enough of me faffing about with my gear and, you know, the system and cables and all of that. We need to actually use these now. So did I get all of the ones I wanted? No, I needed a glowstone nest. There you go. That's the last one that we needed. Now, these do need to be in specific biomes. I'm going to go do the nether ones first. So we just fly over. It's always flipping raining, isn't it? If we hop up here. It's really difficult to fly around when you don't have step assist. Nice. Right. So I've already got the quartz nest. So we've done that one. And now, is it just glowstone for the glowstone one? I'm guessing it is. Yeah, it is. Heck yeah. I've got loads of glowstone, so I don't mind spamming it even more, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Mum. Wait, where are you going to come out? Because you're going to come out the top. Yeah, you are. Knew it. So we only want to get one of each of these, don't we? Maybe do with getting a glowing... Nah, we're not going to do that. Right. Next one on the list is magma. And we got a load of magma creams because we were going to use it for other stuff later. And 1 second. Magma. Thank you. You know what's going to be a good bee to get is the coal bee, because we actually don't have a decent source of coal. So there you go. There's another one. There's 7 bees that we are going to get. I did forget as well that there is room in this thing to do stuff, so we might have to move a few bits into there. Be kind of fun. So I think those are the only bees. Oh, we need to go to the end, and that is a pop chorus fruit. And 1 second. Last one. Yep. Thank you. So I wanted two of these draconic bees, because then we can breed them together and we can get 5. Okay, we're gonna have to just use one of these then. We don't have much pop chorus fruit, so it's gonna take ages. Ooh, there's an extractor recipe for this. I didn't know that. Is that the right way round? It might be the right way round, but yeah, maybe we should do the extractor recipe. I am getting a decent amount just by knocking down all of these chorus plants though, so might not need like a ton of them, but right now we do, which is funny, isn't it? I didn't do this earlier because I was like, well, we're not going to need them for a while. But that while has come. Right, there we go. That's a lot better. We can speed this up considerably. Let's say. Spam the absolute heck out of this thing. I put my beat. No, I didn't. Good. Come on. Thank you. Good stuff. Right. I've chucked all of those bees that we just got into the system. Now, if we do a /home, I want to just quickly show you that. Ender bee. So they all go in here, basically. So we can have like a whole thing full of bees right here. Okay, by the looks of it, this next bee is actually 3 in 1. So if we have a look at the leafcutter bee, this bee is solitary and can be found living alone in nests around the overworld. Look up the recipe for this bee to see which nests it spawns in. So we have a look there. It's the dirt nest. It doesn't say a biome, so that means we could probably get it whenever. Same thing exactly for the ashy mining bee. And it does say that it comes from dirt nests. And the same thing for not the blue banded, sorry, the chocolate mining bee also comes from dirt nests. So we're going to use this dirt nest. Just get like a bunch of bees. Now, the one after that is going to be the dark oak. And again, that's got the same text. So I'm going to put that there. Maybe we go for the blue banded first. That's how you get the neon cuckoo bee, by the way. Is you just let you let another bee in to where the blue banded is living. Doesn't matter. For now, honey treats, please. We are going to need another 128 of honey treats. So that is going to feed this thing over here with honey treats, with emeralds. And then over time, we're going to get a bunch of honey treats. So I can use these. Honey treats are what you use on these two. I might go for blue banded first because it's like knock it out the way, right? And I'm going to take this down to 32. We can also use 32 on here. There you go. So we used half a stack on both. And then we just have to wait 45 seconds, which is probably more like a minute because the TPS is not great right now. I missed it again. Damn it. Okay. We got an ashy mining bee. So that's really good. We knocked that one off. And we got a blue banded as well. Ah, damn it. We got an ashy mining bee. And I missed it as well. That took ages. That took so long. We got so many ashy mining bees right there. So we got 4 ashy mining bees. We got 2 leaf cutter. The 1 blue banded and 1 carpenter. Like, we didn't need that one, but still. But yeah, we're done. We don't need any of these now for the bees that we were going for. So I'm flipping glad about that. That was taking so long. But it's all good. Now, I am going to need to make a couple of, like, aubergines. So we'll make 4. And I think these 4 should carry us through. Might need to make a bit more, but it's all good. So these are the aubergines. Get a treat on that. It's really useful using the dude, the villager, to make yourself honey treats. You can make honey treats like this. So with the pollen puffs. Actually gives a use for the pollen puffs, so maybe we should have done it that way, but it's all good. Right, there we go. So copper, iron, coal, diamond, emeralds, netherite, steel. And then these 3 over here will be all the modium, vibranium, and unobtainium. That's the plan, at least. I think I'm going to do bees for them. I could do lasers, but I think bees will be a little bit easier. And I am 100% already thinking we're going to need more powered centrifuges. And eventually, I didn't even think about this. Ah, you know what? We don't need to do the steel bee. Because I actually really need a draconic bee. If you didn't know, draconic bees produce from their combs. You need to give them a dragon egg. But from their combs, they give you draconic dust. And it is, like, needed to do a bunch of stuff. First off, you need it so you can breed it. And that's how you get the vibranium bee. Ancient and draconic gets you vibranium. And secondly, you need it for, like, all of these upgrades. All of these, like, productivity upgrades. So it's definitely a thing that we should try and get. So, sorry, steel. I really want steel, though. Okay, we'll put steel back. And coal. That was it. Yeah, we get rid of coal, can't we? We're literally just talking about it. There we go. Yeah, so over here, we're going to have draconic. So let's get a dragon egg. Plonk it in there. And there we go. Good stuff. Fine. In fact, where are our draconic bees? There you go. That one and that one. Cool. And we can breed these two together when they're done. You can see this has already started doing stuff for us, which is so good. If we do copper, we've got 2 copper bees right there. Perfect. And in fact, we can stick those in here. And then that's going to produce us some copper. So good. Genuinely really good. Now this is going to finish. It's going to go up here. I want to see it happen. Okay, so we're nearly there. When this is done, by the way, I'm going to take the ashy mining out, put it back in until we get ourselves iron. Because we definitely want to get iron. Oh, there you go. So that is push that up into there. Oh, it's working. I love when things work. This is so good. I think, though, this is a weird place to end it, obviously, because we haven't got all the bees yet. But I feel like you guys get the gist. And this is just going to be a lot of me just sitting here and breeding things together. So I'm going to breed one. Well, I need to put the Uber genes on one of these right here. And then we breed them together and get 5. Right. I think I'm going to call the episode here for today. I do feel like we've done quite a lot in today's episode. So I did a load of stuff between episodes, but obviously it's literally just cabling up stuff that I already had. But I guess it looks new. Let me move out here so you guys don't feel claustrophobic in there. It looks new, but it's the same as I've always had. It's just in a different place and looks more fancy. So, yeah, there you go. Next episode, I will probably, well, I'll try and get all the bees done between episodes, I think. And next episode, I actually want to go and do some mine colonies on the server because Dazza has been doing some mine colonies recently. And I feel like it's something we should chip in a little bit with because technically it's my colony and I haven't been over there yet. So we need to properly like crack on with that. It'd be really cool if we could get our mine colonies finished like relatively soon. I'm hoping before Christmas we'll have like a bunch of stuff done. Because it is a server after all, right? So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.